Welcome back to another episode of the Manchester City Road to 46-0. We are currently nearly halfway through the season. In fact, we are one game away from being halfway through the season. 22 games in. This is part 3, so if you missed the first 2 parts, go back and watch them in order. The link to them will be in the description possibly, or you can just go on my channel. It's the past Wednesdays, the last Wednesdays that have been on here. This is part 3. This could be the final episode if we do obviously fail. The objective is to win every single league game, not drop a single point. That's including a draw, that is including a loss, obviously. As soon as we draw a game, the series is over, the experiment is over, and we will just move on back to career mode content. This is just a good breakup in between career mode series and career mode videos on the channel. I want to get back to doing that more. Has been great on here lately, and I want to get back to doing some more rebuilds and stuff. This is just the entry level to that experiment type of video. We are currently sitting 22 points, or 22 games in, 66 points. We have 83 goals scored. We have nearly quadrupled our goals scored versus the actual games played, and we have conceded 4 goals. We conceded 3 goals last episode. We had a close call against Bradford City in which we won 3-2, in which I started the simulation and we went down 1-0. I jumped in, we scored, they scored, we scored, and then we scored again. Actually, no, we scored twice. We scored twice, and then they scored again to take the lead. Or to not take the lead, but to equalize in the late call, and then we had to score the winner very late on. We're going to start here, though, against Wrexham in the league. Wrexham will be the first team that we play off against. Then we have Colchester, Walsall, Stockport. We have Wrexham again. I believe the last game, if I count right, all 12 games, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, the last game of today's, if we get there this far, will be Crawley Townley, all the way down in the end of February. And then after that, if we do get to part 4, it will be the final of the season, in which hopefully we can go 46-0. I am playing / simulating through every single game on here. We are not quick simming a single game, and we are going to kick things off here against Wrexham with our full strength team, besides the fact Ruben Diaz is obviously out. He has been injured lately, so we will go ahead and move on without him. Other than that, it's Grealish, Holland, Foden, KDB, Silva, Rodri, Cancelo, Stones, Walker, Akanji, and Ederson in net against Wrexham, the team everybody's talking about. First game of the episode. If you are enjoying it, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe. Let's just get straight into it. Let's see what we can do here against Wrexham. Kevin De Bruyne, can he slot that out wide to Jack Grealish? A little bit too much on it, but he'll get the cross in into Holland. Holland's first touch was awful. The cross wasn't bad, or wasn't good either. Walker into Rodri. Now KDB. Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne is going to take the space and give it up into Phil Foden. Now across the face for Jack Grealish, and he will get past Assanquo, and Manchester City will take the lead after 32 minutes. It's 1-0. Second place Wrexham are going down. Holland is making that run, and Erling Haaland will blast it into the back of the net. It's 2-0 for Man City, and we're taking that dominant lead we always tend to do. Kevin De Bruyne, Erling Haaland again, the acrobatic shot. That one saved point blank. Stepped in as well. Bernardo, Foden, Kevin De Bruyne on the Trivela. That shot is blocked, but he'll get it back as well. Then Jack Grealish, off-balance shot, blocked by defenders. Haaland will get off a defender, and he will be fouling or offside, one of the two. And Haaland will actually come off at the end of the first half. We're up 2-0, so I'll happily take him off. Jack Grealish again defended. Ruben Diaz out wide, another corner. Doku Alvarez will make it 3-0, and that will be game over. Pick up our first win of the episode, and we'll go perfect halfway through the season. 23 games left to go. 23 wins left to go. And we are going to go ahead and jump in here with a simulation through against Colchester. It should be a straight up forward game here, to be honest. It really should. And Jack Grealish will make it 1-0 for Manchester City here against Colchester. It took us 51 minutes, but we finally had that breakthrough. And that is game over. A 1-0 win, a narrow win, in fact, but it's a win nonetheless, so we'll take it. Next up is Stockport County. And we're going to go ahead and simulate through it again with the same exact team and just get the job done. It's a penalty for Man City. It's a penalty for Erling Haaland. Will he be able to convert it? He should. He does. 1-0 for Man City. Jack Grealish makes it 2-0 in the 38th minute here. And Haaland makes it 3-0 for Manchester City. And that's a 3-0 win. We move on to the next game. We are 24-0. We are going to once again jump into a simulation here against Walsall. This time, Ruben Diaz is back from injury, except for the fact that he's still not perfectly fully fit. But we are just going to throw him in there. Let's see what happens. And Kevin De Bruyne makes it 1-0 in the 5th minute. Foden makes it 2-0. And Kevin De Bruyne makes it 3-0 in rapid fashion right before the break. Haaland makes it 4-0. We'll go ahead and win that game 4-0, and we move on to the next game of the episode. It's against Bodo. They have 35 points. We are on 78. We are 6 goals away from reaching 100 goals, and Ederson has 21 clean sheets. In another game, we are just going to go ahead and sit here and simulate through. It's against Bodo AFC. And Kevin De Bruyne makes it 2-0. I did miss the first goal because I stepped away for a second. Jack Grealish made it 1-0 in the 4th minute. And then Kevin De Bruyne doubled the lead right before the break. So we're going to the second half here, up 2-0 against Bodo. Foden makes it 3-0. Game over. 3-0 win. 26-0. We are going to go ahead and jump into this game with the second team here. I'm going to put some of the big boys on the actual squad here. That way I could bring them in if I desperately need to. I really don't want to have to, but they will come in if need be, and it's really mostly Haaland, Kevin De Bruyne, and like Foden or somebody like that, and even Roger has some more midfield support. Other than that, we are going to trust in the other guys that have not getting the game time. They probably should be. They probably would have been getting if they stayed at Man City, because obviously Haaland, all these other guys, they wouldn't be here in League 2 if Man City ever ended up in League 2 somehow. Here we go, spicing it up a little bit, going with the younger guys, trying to take the lead. Trying to extend our gap. What do we win? We won 3-0. I believe we're 3 goals away from 100. Maybe we have reached 100. I don't know how many games I've simulated. Delop, get there. Delop, get there. Second ball. Hills, Delop. Oh my God. Delip now. Delop's in behind. Delop is in behind, and Delop has the lead. It's 1-0 for Manchester City. And crossed in. Kai diving header. 2-0 for Man City. I mean, we just got to do it. We got to play him every single time we can. Every game that he's not in international duty or not injured, I want him on the field for at least a period of it. Erling Haaland, welcome to the Slaughterfest. I guess you might be able to score the 100 goals if I'm at 99 right now. Erling Haaland now. Can you get on a score sheet? Can you score the 100th goal of the season, possibly? I really don't know if I'm at 100 or not, or at 99, or if I'm at something else. It's Yan Quoto. It's Erling Haaland. That could be goal number 100. That could be a goal 101, or that could be a goal 105, something like that. I know we're well over 100 by now. We're at least at that 100 mark. 27 games in. And we go ahead and win 3-0, and we remain perfect. And we are going to go ahead and simulate through against Doncaster Rovers. The full starting 11 is back on simulations. I don't trust a weaker team for simulations, so when I do these sims, it's always going to be with the most strength team that I can possibly do, with maybe minor slider rotations. Bernardo Silva makes it 1-0 in the 41st minute. And Holland will quickly make it 2-0 right before the break. We already scored right before the break without fail. 2-0 lead here going to the second half. Holland will make it 3-0. 3-0 win. And we move on to 29 or 30 now. And it's 28, right? 29-0. Also, that Holland goal from the last game was the 100th goal of the season. We're now at 103. One more goal without a goal conceded, and we have a 100 goal difference, which is absolutely insane. And Holland will open the game here against Tranmere Rovers in the 13th minute, 1-0. Holland will make it 2-0. And we are going to go ahead and win this game as well. 2-0 win. Win number 30 of the season. Absolutely, this is a total different episode than part 2. We were not close, but here we go. MK Dons, we're going to jump into this game. We will play this game against MK Dons, and we are going to play this with a half-rotated team here. Jack Grealish on the left, Rico Lewis at right back. Matheus Nunes will bring onto the bench. Bob will bring onto the bench. Bob is actually going to start for Phil Foden. Kevin De Bruyne and Bernardo Silva are going to switch roles, and we are going to jump into this game against MK Dons and pick up the 31st win of the season. Erling, bright start, no. Rebound, crossed in. It'll be cleared by Ojeda. Oh, Harrison gets past Ruben Diaz, and Harrison can't save that, and we're losing. MK Dons have the lead. I tried to pass it back to Ederson with Ruben Diaz. He just missed the ball, just didn't register. I don't know what happened, but we're losing. First time that's happened in a while, but we are losing now. The goal difference is down to 98, not 99. It's down to 98. And it's the 5th goal of the season. Jeremy Doku crossed in for Erling. Get it onside. No, he's off. Doku, Holland. Doku's offside. We're going to the second half down by 1. Erling Haaland off the post. Off the crossbar. We go halftime down 1. 45 minutes left to go to get the win back, and we are going to have to bring on the big boy, Oscar Bob. The experiment is over. Goodbye. Phil Foden's coming on. Early! We'll level things up here early in the second half. 1-1. We have 15 minutes to get a goal here, or the series is over right before the end of the third part anyway. But Rodri into Holland, and Holland is in behind. Erling Haaland, he's going to cut in on his left foot. Why not just pass it? Bernardo Silva will get off a deflection off the loose ball, and he'll find the back of net, and Manchester City will have a 2-1 lead here. It's 2-1, and Man City once again. I said we didn't have a close call, and then we get a close call. I spoke it into existence. And Matheus Nunes will be coming on for Kevin De Bruyne. He's a little bit too tired to carry on here. Phil Foden. Rico Lewis over the top for Holland. That's overhit. But that should be game over. It is game over. And we remain perfect after that close one against MK Dons. 2-1 win. Bernardo Silva with the winner. And Pep Guardiola's unbeaten streak and winning streak stays alive for at least one more game. Next up, and last game that I will actually play through today's episode, it's against Wrexham again. We started off with them, and we will end off with them because we still have one more game to at least simulate through. We are going to go with the full-strength team against Wrexham. They are still sitting second in the league. Let's see if we can get a win here again. Here we go. Final game we'll play. We still have one more against Crawley Town that we have to simulate through. But we're going to have to come up big here against Wrexham, assert our dominance back in, get the confidence back into these boys. They got to remember we are still perfect, and we demand perfectness out of these boys. Holland, header saved again, and Conco saving the job for Wrexham. Jack Grealish crossed in. Erling, no. Foden, yes, and Phil Foden will open the scoring here. It's 1-0 for Manchester City. Holland, can you switch the field over to Jack Grealish? Jack Grealish cuts in, and Jack Grealish will great time it. Kevin De Bruyne in. Erling Haaland, no. Bernardo Silva, second ball, no. Jack Grealish puts it in the back in the box for Erling Haaland. Header straight at the keeper. Kevin De Bruyne over the top for Haaland. Why, Haaland? Stop going for the acrobatics. Just head it. I'm not even hitting L2. Just head the damn ball. You're coming off. You're pissing me off for that one. You just got to hit the ball down. Kevin De Bruyne, Rodrigo, no. Alvarez, back to KDB, back post for Kyle Walker. He's onside, and Kyle Walker will double the lead. It's 2-0 for Manchester City. I didn't realize it was still only 1-0. And 3-0? A 2-0 win over Wrexham. That is game over. 41 games down. 41 games? What the hell am I talking about? 33 games now? Yeah, 33 games down. We are still remaining absolutely perfecto. Alright, so we actually have 2 games left to go because I guess one of the games got moved around because of FA Cup, I'm assuming. So Crawley Town and then Harrogate Town is what we will actually end the episode off. Crawley Town is 38 points. We are going to go ahead and simulate through that one. I'm going to go ahead and simulate the first half for Harrogate Town and jump in the second half because that will be the game to get to 100 points all of the season. So we are going to go ahead and jump in here, simulate through it with the full strength team. And then we'll play against Harrogate Town at least the second half and try and come and make history by getting 100 points in League 2. Erling Haaland in the 55th minute will make it 1-0. And Haaland will make it 2-0. Foden makes it 3-0. 3-0 win against Crawley Town. And we are at 99 points. Are we at 99 or 98? We are at 99 points. We are 1 point away from being at that 100-point mark of the season, and it's going to come against Harrogate Town here. 36 points for them. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to go full-strength team here to get to the 102-point mark. I think I might go next episode, starting every game with the rotated team. We'll simulate through the first half. We'll jump in the second half to get to the 102 points. Second half here, we are jumping in 1-0. Not 1-0 down. It's 0-0. 45 minutes left to go. We got to get the win, obviously. That would be crazy. We end the season exactly on 100 points. Or we end the video on 100 points, but that was also the end of the series because we failed to win. Haaland, Kevin De Bruyne, Walker, into the path for Haaland. Into Grealish, who's kept making that run. Grealish, no, can't get to his own rebound. We're running out of time. It's 10 minutes left to go. Kevin into Grealish, and Jack Grealish is in behind now. Jack Grealish into Haaland, into Kevin! And he's onside. He is onside. That's game over. Manchester City, 102 points on the season with 12 games left to go. Pep Guardiola is running down the touchline to celebrate with him as well. We are going to pick up we should be picking up the full 3 points here. Obviously, there's still enough time for Harrogate Town to ruin this party here. But 102 points at the moment. Kevin De Bruyne off target, but that's game over. That's 102 points for Manchester City. We break over that 100-point season. The Centurions are in. And that is a perfect end to the episode. When we come back next episode, we have 12 games left to go. We go the full distance here. I didn't think we'd actually do it. I thought we'd draw a game by now. But we have done it. 34 games played, 34 wins, 113 goals scored, 108 goal difference. That is absolutely insane. The best next is Wrexham, who are currently on 65 points. We are 37 points ahead of them with the game in hand. So we could go 40 points clear off of them when we are drawing level on games here. When we come back, we will play through these. We'll play and sim through these 12 games. We'll end the season against Mansfield more than likely. I'm pretty sure. We're definitely going to play against Bradford. I want to get my get back on Bradford for sure. But for now, that is it for part 3. If you did enjoy it, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe. And we'll be back next Wednesday to wrap this up. See y'all later.